Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to Nerd Society. I'm Scott and I'll be doing today's episode. So today we're going to be doing things you may have missed in Batman v Superman. I'm not going to put a number on the amount of things that you may have missed because I'm just going off from what I can remember of the film, which is pretty much quite a lot of it, which is surprising. But I sat there watching it last night with my eyes glued to the screen. In awe, essentially. Just an amazing film. We are going to get into the review, but that's going to be done between myself, Nathan and Luke. So the first thing I'm going to get into is the files that were on Wonder Woman, Flash, Aquaman and Cyborg. Now, one of my favourite parts of the whole film was the Flash, when he just came through the Time Force to Bruce Wayne and said something along the lines of, So yeah, there was that. Moving on to Cyborg, we've seen Cyborg obviously being created. If you've seen in the bottom right hand corner, it said Star Labs when we were seeing the footage, which sent me fanboying off. Absolutely love that. Also, the guy who is creating Cyborg, which is also his dad, is also Miles Dyson from Terminator 2, who helped create the Terminators, the AI in that. So spooky. Stephen Trevor showed up in the photo with Wonder Woman, and that was good to see. We're going to get more on his story and how he fits into it with Wonder Woman in the movie. Be interested to see what the take is on these characters and why Wonder Woman decided to stop helping man for 100 years, and only in the events of Batman v Superman did she decide it's time to start helping them again, because they are messing up big time. There was the moment with between Batman and when the KG Beast from the comics also had Martha Kent, and Batman had to make the decision, which is very, very, very similar, and if not mirroring, the same thing that the sacrifice that Clark had to make at the end of Man of Steel, which was to take a life in order to save an innocent one. I love that comparison. It's almost like Batman and Superman have gone through very similar things, and I feel even showing that at the start was with having a young Bruce Wayne, same way we saw a young Clark Kent in Man of Steel. But yeah, the words traded between Batman and the KG Beast were pretty much ripped straight from the comics, line for line. That was pretty special to me. Moving on to the fight of Batman v Superman, one of my favourite things about it was was Batman using the lead-based smoke, so Superman couldn't see through the smoke, which enabled Batman to be able to then get the upper hand to fire the shot at him that had the canister, which would release the poisonous kryptonite to Superman. We also saw the sonic blast come in, which stopped Superman for a couple of seconds until he was like, I've got laser vision, so zap zap. That was kind of cool to see. Must there be a Superman, which I feel was a key thing with the government, in particular with Batman v Superman. Must there be a Superman, which was a Silver Age question, which was asked a long time ago and was also asked in the dismal Superman Returns film, which I'm not going to talk about because he didn't even throw a punch in that movie. So moving on. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the dream sequences now. One of the things that I particularly remember about the dream sequences was when Bruce Wayne was at Martha Wayne's casket, which was inside the building, and we saw what looked like blood or black ooze coming out of it. As he put his finger on it, out crashed a monster, which was a bit of a jump scare. Now, I'd heard that it was potentially a parademon. I think, and I'm like 99% sure that was Man-Bat. Now, I'm not saying it was the Man-Bat. I think it was more of a reflection of Bruce Wayne's character, that he's become more of a monster than he has a human over the years of being Gotham's protector. Staying with the graveyard and the death scene, on one of the headstones we saw the name Solomon Grundy. Prequel in the Batman film, who knows? Would like to see that explored. It's a character we haven't seen. I'd like to see him take on more monster type characters as opposed to clowns. The CIA / photographer at the start of the film that we saw that was taken by the terrorists and ultimately killed was Jimmy Olsen. Kind of disappointed about that because I'd like to have seen the friendship between Superman and Jimmy Olsen. there wasn't any. I'd like to say a bit more, but there wasn't any. But that was Jimmy Olsen. Jimmy Olsen is now Brown Bread dead. Luther's IQ just went through the roof. Him using the AI to learn about the universe, essentially the Kryptonian AI, his learning capacity is already ridiculously high, so now it's just increased. One of my favourite things was a line delivered by Lex right at the end, is everyone knows God is dead. He is ready for us, he's ready to feast. Or he's coming for us, he's ready to feast. And I can only guess that he's talking about Darkseid. Obviously the hints and the dream sequences with the Omega symbol, which was just, obviously it's just building it all up to the Justice League. Doomsday. Doomsday, not many people were sort of split down the middle on how they felt about Doomsday and his look. It's not the Doomsday we know from the comics yet, because he's only a little baby. So he has to take a lot of damage to actually appear the way that we know him from the comics. I don't understand the beard though. Was all that bad? Did Wonder Woman just chop it off? In time we will see. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, because there'll be plenty more content coming in the future. The review is going to be up soon. The only reason it's not is just purely down to scheduling conflicts and timing between myself, Nathan and Luke. But we are going to get a review up. It is going to be a spoiler review, and it's going to be from 3 different perspectives, because we all view films differently, and I think that's going to get you're going to get a real good idea of Batman v Superman and a general consensus of whether it was good or not. My current standing is it was just a fantastic film and everything that the fanboy in me wanted. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you soon.